Welcome back to Top 10 Tunes. Today we're looking at the top 10 thrash metal albums of all time. Starting at number 10 is The Legacy by Testament. Testament puts Thrash's big dogs on notice with their promising first album, The Legacy, which pretty much felt like the thrash metal's second coming in 1987. Surprisingly mature offensives like Over the Wall, The Haunting had all of the ingredients, speed, hooks, and brute force to take Testament to the top of thrash metal. At number 9 is Among the Living by Anthrax. Anthrax secured their place amongst thrash metal's big four with 1987's platinum breakthrough Among the Living, a classic of the genre. Among the Living was well received by critics and fans alike and helped make Anthrax one of the more popular thrash metal bands in the scene. At number 8 is Seasons in the Abyss by Slayer. Maybe the most complete Slayer album, Seasons in the Abyss split the difference between Rain and Blood's political commentary and aggressive fast-paced tracks, with South of Heaven's detour into slower tempoed thrash metal style, all while delivering another amazing selection of thrash metal classic songs in one album. Next up at number 7 is Bonded by Blood by Exodus. An underrated, influential thrash metal album, Bonded by Blood was completed in the summer of 1984, but it was not released until 1985 due to issues with the label. Considered one of the most influential thrash metal albums of all time, had it been released immediately after it was recorded in 1984, Exodus' Bonded by Blood might have been regarded today, along Metallica's Kill 'Em All, as one of the landmark albums responsible for launching the thrash metal wave and craze. At number 6 is Pleasure to Kill by Kreator. Kreator's sophomore album, Pleasure to Kill, arrived towards the end of 1986, just a few weeks after Slayer's Rain and Blood. I'll let you decide which album pushed the boundaries more. In our opinion, this is the best release by Kreator, but the band has released a few great albums, making them one of the best thrash metal bands around. At number 5 is Peace Sells, But Who's Buying by Megadeth. Dave Mustaine vowed that he would have his revenge and find success after Metallica. He found it with the release of Megadeth's career-defining sophomore album, Peace Sells, But Who's Buying? In fact, this was an album a lot of people were buying, thanks to its highly technical but brutal creations like Wake Up Dead, The Conjuring, and the title track. There's not really a bad song to be found here, and this is why Peace Sells, But Who's Buying made it onto our list. Fourth on our list is Rain and Blood by Slayer. Still the most intense 30 minutes in metal, Rain and Blood exploded with the provocative Angel of Death and just kept on challenging and offending every conservative belief that cared to listen. The album received no radio play, but it was the band's first release to enter the Billboard 200, debuting at 127, a testament to thrash metal fans in 1986 buying this record up like crazy. At number 3 is Rust in Peace by Megadeth. Released in 1990 at a time where the thrash metal music style was beginning to wane, Megadeth delivered what could only be described as a state-of-the-art thrash metal album. The album had everything you'd expect and want from a great thrash metal album, and that's why we had to put it on number 3 on our list. It's a great album, just released at a time where thrash metal wasn't really as popular, and it just didn't really get the recognition it deserved. At number 2 is Master of Puppets by Metallica. The album peaked at number 29 on the Billboard 200 and received widespread acclaim from critics and fans who praised its music and political lyrics. It is widely considered to be one of the greatest and most influential metal albums of all time and is credited with consolidating the American thrash metal scene. In 2015, Master of Puppets became the first metal recording to be selected by the Library of Congress for preservation in the National Recording Registry for being culturally, historically, and aesthetically significant. At number 1 is Ride the Lightning by Metallica. Metallica beefed up their sound and their songwriting skills with this 1984 album, Ride the Lightning, wowing fans with a ballad in Fade to Black, a monster of a track in For Whom the Bell Toll, and one of their heaviest songs, Fight Fire with Fire, in one album. It's a difficult choice between Master of Puppets and Ride the Lightning, but we believe Ride the Lightning in its entirety is the better album. What do you think? How would you rank your favorite thrash metal albums? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.